Hey, this is Danny Rodriguez from Through the Eyes of the Dead.
This is Eric A.K. from Flotsam and Jetsam.
Hi, this is Kane from Vomit Forth.
This is Dan from Pit Lord.
Hello, this is Marcos from Omnium Gatherum, and you are listening to the great Metal Debate.
Welcome, metal fans, to another episode of the Great Metal Debate Podcast. I'm Xander, and today I'm at the legendary Brass Mug in Tampa Bay, Florida. Joining me are the guys from the band Dead Reckoning. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Tell me what's going on.
This is the second leg of this year's tour. We toured for 120 days last year, released a new album, and now we're just out here supporting that album.
Yeah, so that came out on May 3rd, I believe, right? Yeah. How I found out about you guys was I saw a video of you doing a vocal battle with Slaughter to Prevail. So the first song I ever heard from you guys was a single called Gallows that came out last summer. And I guess that was just originally released as a single, then you guys put it on, you guys knew it was full length?
Yeah. All the singles that came out last year went on to that album. So we were just kind of trying a new way. Last time we put out an album, we dropped the whole album as one, and it just didn't get the amount of views it should. So we did a single, and then dropped the album.
So tell me how that came to be, where you ended up meeting up with Alex Terrible and doing that vocal battle. Like, what festival was that? And
it was at Blue Ridge, but so this was 2 years in the making. It started on TikTok, and I was doing like a bunch of vocal shit on there, and then everybody started tagging Alex, and then we could never be in the same place at the same time. So when we finally were, we literally looked at each other and was like, now.
So he already knew what had to go down as soon as he saw you then?
Yeah.
All right. Did you, open up for them at that Blue Ridge Festival, or?
No, I was just there hanging out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always kind of wondered about that. I was like, how'd this get set up here?
Yeah, he just got lucky and they happened to be playing that one. We played the year before or 2 years before, something like that. So he just got lucky, he was backstage, and then it went down.
So I was reading on you guys' Bandcamp page, and it says that you're described as being a mixture of kind of like a newer and an older style of metal. What made you guys want to do that?
Well, I think we're all kind of have a different style of background, influence where we came from.
It just happened.
Yeah,
it wasn't a conscious thing. It's just when we got together and started playing, that's what happened.
Yeah, whenever I was listening to you guys' debut that came out in 2019, I believe it was, you know what this slightly reminds me of? I mean, not exactly, but I was thinking As I Lay Dying, not quite the same vocal style, though, a little more harsh. So I thought, you know what? I'm impressed with, first of all, who's the guitar player? I love the shredding work you do.
That's one of the things we wanted to bring back, that old school shredding, where today it's all sweeps and every guitar is pretty much the same nowadays. So that was one of those things we wanted to bring back, is just that shredding style, So I have a couple songs that have like that modern solo, but I try to go back to my roots,
There's not really a whole lot of bands out there trying to match Dave Mustaine.
Yeah. I always get the Kerry King or the Zach Wild or the stuff like that. Nobody really even pushes towards those guys anymore,
Yeah, speaking of Zach Wild, I also saw on the Bandcamp page where it said that someone had compared you guys to a mixture of Lamb of God and Black Label Society.
Yeah, Lamb of God all the time. It's crazy.
Yeah,
we used to cover one. We had to stop covering it because it was like just adding to it. So we don't play it no more.
Oh, which Lamb of God song was it?
Redneck. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We love them, man. We want to tour with them.
But we want to have our own. We don't want to sound like someone. We want to sound like Dead Reckoning.
Well, that's good. Yeah, there's a couple of different copycat bands out there for them already. Yeah, but I'm glad that you guys have kind of adopted your own sound in a way.
Oh, yeah. we worked hard on just trying to morph it. The new album, we worked every one of those songs best as we could to try to push it.
And what about you as far as your vocal influence, Taylor?
I get mine from a lot of old school country, to be honest. Like the raspiness is how I warm up my vocals, and then Mongolian throat singing. But I mean, I do like metal, obviously. Suicide Silence, old school, is kind of like that background.
What is the name of the first band that is playing for you guys in Central Gore?
Not Promise Tomorrow.
Not Promise Tomorrow. Now, are they local here to the Tampa area?
Yep.
I just moved here 2 months ago.
Right.
And this is actually my first metal show since I've been living down here in Florida. I've heard nothing but great things about this brass mug, and now I'm hearing from other people that's apparently hit or miss as far as like the shows.
It's hit and miss on weekdays and being a weekday, where we'll see what happens tonight. But I mean, it still has a good following. Weekend shows, they still do big fest here, and they actually have a big fest coming up. I just saw, so it should be pretty good.
So I guess this is not your first time playing here at this venue, then?
No, I think it's third or fourth. It's one of those. Every time we tour, we kind of hit it.
You guys are somewhat close. I mean, you guys are from a certain part of Georgia. I forgot which Columbus. Columbus, Georgia. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I used to go down to Atlanta a lot for shows.
Yeah, we played there.
It wasn't until after I moved away from the Nashville area where they started getting a whole bunch of good shows in Nashville.
I mean, most of the venues vanished. What happened for a long time there. Yeah. We used to play there all the time, and then all the venues just got shut down, and then we had nowhere to go, and now we're just trying to get our foot back in the door,
Was that because of COVID or just other reasons?
Before COVID,
before that. All the places we played just kept shutting down. I think the only one that's still there now that we play was it the Cobra?
Yeah, they have one that was called like Your Mom's Place or something. Your Mom's Daisy Dukes too, right? Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Daisy Dukes, yeah, my bad.
I thought Daisy Dukes was like a country thing only.
They were amazing. You go inside and they have the walls were covered with band shirts. So every band that would play, they would give them a shirt and they'd go up on the wall. And it was just 1,000+ shirts on the wall.
You see, whenever I saw the billboard for that, I automatically assumed it was another rodeo or hockey talk. I mean,
we did a few metal festivals there. And we like our first tour we went through there. And, it was pretty cool. Yeah. But they shut down. Sadly. They all do.
Yeah. Tell me about like more shows that might be coming up in you guys' near future.
Here to New Orleans, Metairie, Louisiana.
Another 5 in Texas. Yeah. Well, we're touring all the way till November, so I mean, we have a good 100 shows ahead of us.
Is there any in particular that you're most looking forward to?
I want to get back to California. Yeah. So we have a blast in California when we play out there. So
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City is a good one, yeah. I don't know if we're doing that one on this run.
I hear that Houston is quite a scene there as well.
Yeah. We got a few in Houston. We got another big one in Haltom City. Haltom Theater. It's a giant, beautiful theater, man. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. San Marcos is the other Texas state.
We have one in Austin.
Yeah.
What's one of the better venues that you guys have played?
Whiskey a Go-Go.
Yeah. What was it?
The Whiskey in Los Angeles.
The Whiskey in Los Angeles?
I mean, that's probably the most famous venue in America, so.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, the whole time we were there, it was just that, like, nostalgic, like, wow factor, Just walking the hallways and seeing images of, like, Ozzy on the wall and autographs everywhere on the wall. It just has this feeling to it.
The Cecil in Detroit's pretty good, too.
Yeah, we played there a couple times.
Oh, so is there any band that is probably what you would consider to be the biggest that you've opened up for so far? Like, who's the biggest name that you've played for so far?
Metallica. I mean, I don't think you get bigger than that one.
Lamb of God several times.
Disturbed, Slipknot, Rob Zombie.
Mudvayne did their comeback tour on that Welcome to Rockville we played there.
I'm actually about to see Mudvayne next month with Megadeth and All That Remains.
Megadeth's always fun. Yeah. We have not played with Megadeth, though.
It was Metallica and Anthrax.
All That Remains. Or Slayer, so we don't get the big four.
Yeah.
We probably will never get Slayer, even though they're doing a reunion tour. We won't get to do it.
Yeah, I saw Slayer in Nashville back in 2000, I believe 18 or 19, like one of their last shows.
Yeah. I think he went to that too.
I've seen it probably 30 times.
That was like favorite band growing up. So.
It was quite cool because they had the pyrotechnics there and everything.
Oh yeah.
I was disappointed with the mosh pits that happened though, because everybody only wanted to do a circle pit the whole time I was there.
Oh wow.
And I don't know if it's like aging fans of, say, Slayer who just don't really want to do like the hardcore moshing anymore. I mean, I can understand that.
I mean, I've seen Lamb of God where they'll have like 4 giant pits in the arena or whatever, and they're just gigantic. They move everywhere. So cool.
Yeah, it's on your 9th and Welcome Rockville. Just dust straight up right away from the beginning of the song or set. Just.
And of course, Lamb of God in particular can't really go too crazy anymore because that whole incident that happened over in Czech with Randy and everything.
Yeah.
And it just sounds the same.
Normal tours, though, I would say probably the biggest band is what I Hang God. Yeah. We played with them last year on our tour. We got it was our tour, but they just threw us on opening for them. And I mean, that was a fun moment. They packed that fucker out. But I think Sign of the Swarm was a better show. Sign of the Swarm was so good.
Last time I saw Signs of the Swarm, that was a little over a year ago. They played with, I believe, Entheos and Whitechapel. They opened up for them. And
that's my favorite battle you've done, too, with David. That's the only time you've ever been like, whoa. You've never stepped back before, and that one made you step back.
I don't want to keep you guys for too much longer, but what can I expect to see from you guys on stage tonight?
A show. Yeah. You're not just going to see some guys standing there playing their instruments. You're going to see a
high energy.
Not a collection of songs.
Okay,
actual fall out show.
Yeah. Good. High energy, not just, like what he said, somebody just standing there.
We don't just stand there and play our instruments. We put on our show. You can listen to our music on Spotify, so we're here to show you how we play, not just fucking stand there and play out.
Oh, yeah. What's the craziest thing you've seen go on in the crowd when you guys have been on stage?
We've seen some wild bits. But we always do a wall of death. Even if there's 2 people in the crowd, we're doing a wall of death. We don't care. Those 2 people can do it. But we've seen people lay each other out, man. So, the fun ones are the bras that get thrown on stage sometimes.
You ever have anybody jump on stage and then jump off for like stage diving or?
Yeah. Which freaks us out if you don't know what's happening, and all of a sudden the dude's next to you, that mess you up. And we do a lot of, like, especially me, I spin while I'm playing guitar. So if I don't know he's there, he might catch a headstock. I know where they're at. So
I guess that's just kind of the risk you take if you decide to stage dive. Now,
and we're used to each other, we're not used to another person being up there,
I, for one, most likely will not do that, but I'll definitely be in the pits if there's enough people in the crowd tonight. But anyway, hey guys, thank you very much for having this interview with me.
Absolutely.
It was good talking with y'all. And of course, I'm going to get a separate video with you and I because we got to do a vocal battle. Do you want to do this right now or?
Probably after the show.
After the show?
Yeah, that way I can preserve everything.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, I look forward to it, and I'll definitely record it on my other phone because that's better video quality.
Nice.
All right.
Right on, brother.
All right, brother.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, man.